Glasses. Hi, everybody.
Oh, Annie.
Hi. Thanks for being here.
Hey.
Friday afternoon. Take a moment to find our comfortable seat. Let the feet kind of root in home. Lift the ribs from the waistline. Lift the shoulders up, back, and down. Taking a few rounds of breath. I'm going to see if I can level out my screen here. Tell if that made it better or worse. Or the same.
Well, that's fine. I'm straight now.
Deep breath in, a long breath out. Just slowly starting to be aware of your body. Be aware of how you're feeling this afternoon. Be aware of the sounds that you hear. Letting things drift in one ear and out the other. Being aware of where maybe your mind has taken you. Has it taken you into the future? Did it lead you into the past? Just taking note and recognizing, returning to the breath. And we'll gently start to return to this moment, letting the hands drop to the side, taking a moment, just kind of wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, air the physical body.
A little bit, yeah.
And then we'll let the arms sweep all the way up with the inhale, and the exhale, hands come to the heart. So a couple more of these, nice big full breath in, long breath out. Long breath, good. Let's come into the twist, letting the arms reach high and kind of twist your waistline to the right, hands drop towards the floor, and then sweeping back through center to go to the left. So keeping your torso lifted, your gaze is even looking ahead or maybe turning into the twist. So the shoulders aren't dropping, the head's not dropping, you're staying really straight with the spine, but then adding that twist. A lot of breath. Exhale with the twist. Good, last one, whatever side you're on, go all the way through with a little twist. And then we'll come back with both arms overhead, letting the right hand drop to the floor, left arm comes up and over, so that left side is getting a big stretch. Keep that left sit bone in the chair. And then when you're ready, we'll go to the second type. So there's that reaching down and reaching up. Be aware of where your neck is, so you're not dropping shin towards the chest. You're looking straight ahead or up towards the hand or down to the floor. And go with your breath here into this little side to side action. Again, looking to kind of open up the rib cage. Get that big stretch in on each side. Inhale through center, exhale with the fold. Inhale back through center, exhale with the fold. Good, let's do one more each side. Going all the way through it, and then back to center. And then we're gonna come forward a little bit in your chair. Walk your feet forward a little bit so your feet are in alignment there. And the arms come forward, stretch and reach, and then exhale, the elbows go back. So if you're hitting your chair, maybe you can scooch forward a little bit more. The idea though is to inhale, forward, exhale, back. And keeping those shoulders low, out of the ears, elbows stay as low as they can. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Couple more. And once your elbows are back, hold them there for a moment. We're going to take the right arm and cross it over the chest, kind of pulling those arms in the opposite direction. Let them go back out, elbows draw back, opposite arm on top, left arm on top, or the opposite. Pull them in that opposite direction, elbows go back then. Inhale, and exhale. Good, let's do one more each side. Hold those arms apart as wide as you can.
Pretty.
And then give a little shake off. We'll do our seated cat-cow with the hands to the knees and drawing the belly in, shoulders, chin in towards the chest. Your heart kind of draw forward. Maybe you get long through the neck, looking up towards the ceiling. Good. And then again, curling in and opening up. So I'm going to turn just so you can kind of see that action a little bit better. Rounding the spine, curl it in. Let the heart push forward, looking up. Inhaling and exhaling. Just make sure you're breathing. There doesn't have to be an exact rhythm to the breath, as long as it's an inhale and an exhale. Good. And then finish up that last round. We'll come back to center and then walk your legs apart a little bit. So you can always use the legs of the chair to kind of align your feet there. Good. We're going to lift the heart up here a little bit, lifting the ribs from the waistline, and then let your heart start to come forward. So the elbows can stay close in or they can be out. It doesn't matter. Whatever gives you more support here. But the heart comes forward and neck stays in alignment. There's the exhale. Inhale back. Root your feet down so you're not coming to the toes at all. Hopefully it's getting a little stretch in the low back area. Let's do one more. And then good, coming up. We're gonna twist a little bit to the right, let your heart drop down towards that right knee. So your left arm maybe goes straight and you're getting a good stretch on that left side, and then come up, turn, go to the second side. Again, the knees stay in position. You're kind of turning the waistline. Watch that your sit bones both stay in the chair. And up, give a good twist. Drop your heart. Good. A couple more, one more to each side. And then we'll come back to center. Letting your left hand kind of draw upwards a little bit to the thigh, kind of pushing down. Your right arm's going to come to the inside of the right leg and kind of pushing that leg into the arm so your heart turns to the left and reaching down through your fingertips. Again, it gets a good stretch on that left side, and then come up and switch. So your hand that's to the thigh kind of roots down so that side doesn't get light, so you can kind of really take that stretch as far as you can. Both for the side body and then also for the fingers reaching down. Maybe you just come to the ankle or you're actually even touching the floor. Turn your heart and just make sure you're breathing, and it doesn't have to be inhale here and then exhale because it's a little longer pose, so just make sure there's always breath. And then finishing up, if you're in the middle of that, we'll meet with the hands to the knees and then start to take the body around into some circles. So the circles are kind of fun because you can bend the elbows and drop your head around. You can lift your sits bones up and around. Your feet can even kind of play around in this. And then switch the direction. So you're going to go in the opposite direction. Keep your core strong if you can. You rear the belly. That helps protect the low back in this movement. If you've got low back issues, keep your core engaged. And then we'll slowly start to walk everything back to center. Feet come back into alignment, maybe resting your back against the chair. Okay. And then let's take the arms out from the shoulders. So even in this, just taking the arms straight out, think about dropping the shoulders a little bit and draw them towards each other, then finding a little bit of reach out through the fingertips. So there's kind of this engagement happening on the back and then engagement out through the arms. Now we're going to move through some circles. So with that much awareness to the muscles on the back, the shoulders on the back body and through the fingers, the circles are kind of slow and kind of small. And kind of keep them controlled that way. Right out from the shoulder or go lower if you need to. Good, and then let's pause the arms, coming right into the scissors. The one arm's gonna reach high and the other draws back and then switching. So there's always this reaching through the fingertips. So you're reaching high and reaching back. Keeping both sits bones on the chair so you're not swinging too much where one side gets light. Always finding that big reach. And then let's pause for a moment to take the arms a little bit. We're gonna take the arms shoulder height again. Flipping the hands this time, so we're gonna take the arms backwards. So the thumbs kind of lead the way, drawing back and back. Again, shoulder height, keep your feet rooted, make sure you're breathing. Slow, small circles here. Let's do two more. And then flip the hands, good. We'll let that go. Maybe shake it off a little bit. So the next arm engagement will be to rotate the thumbs. So your palms kind of face out. That brings your shoulder blades together on the front. When you open up and take the thumbs as far back as they can go, the shoulder blades draw onto the back body. So it's just moving the whole arm to get that shoulder movement happening. And go back as far as you can, rotate in as far as you can. It may feel a little different from one side versus the other. So just go with what feels okay for you with the limitations that your body may have or the range of motion for today. Good, curl in and then opening up, last one. Nice. Shake that off a little bit. And now we're gonna take the arms shoulder height again, let your palms face out with the thumbs up towards the ceiling. Bring the hands together, open back out. This time we're gonna flip the thumbs to the floor and then bring the arms together with the back of the hands touching. Palms face out, good. Come back out, rotate the thumbs up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms together. Bring the arms apart. Flip the thumbs to the floor. Slowly bring those arms forward. Only go as far as it feels okay. You can touch, awesome. If that doesn't feel comfortable, then don't go that far. Good, hands come back out, rotate the thumbs up. Bring the hands together and let that go. Give a little shake off. And then let's take the right arm out, right out from the shoulder and sweep it across. Thread the needle. Left arm comes up to hug that arm into the body, letting the shoulder kind of drop from the ear if you feel like it's really high. Couple rounds of breath. And then letting that side go. Give it a little shake off if you need to. Let the left arm be straight out from the shoulder with the palm out. Sweep it across. Watch that you haven't turned along with it. You stay pretty square. And then the right arm hugs it in. Again, letting that shoulder kind of drop down from the ear. Be aware of your breath. Good, and then let that side go. Give a little shake off again. Let's let the palms rest on the lap. Palms open. And taking the right arm, reach forward, reach high, bend that elbow. So wherever you're touching, behind the head or at the neck, maybe shoulder blades, and then gently come out of it. We'll go to the left side. Reach forward, reach high, bend your elbow to wherever your hand falls, just where it's meant to be. Take a moment to feel that tricep stretch and then engage to come out of it. So we're always extending and reaching, bend, and then when you're coming out of it, there's also that reaching high and reaching forward. So you're keeping that shoulder rotating. Going back to the left. Well, maybe you're going with your breath, which may be different than mine. Your movement may be different than mine. So just keep going, alternating the arm. Touch, maybe hold it for a second just to feel that stretch. Up, back, touch. Coming forward. Up, back, and touch. Good. And then give it a little wiggle, shake that off a little bit. Let's do some finger movement. So again, I think people are really getting into some crafts or yard work, cooking, dicing, all these things now that we're at home. So let's take a moment just to work on the hands and the fingers. So the right fingers draw high and the left fingers bring them back towards you. And then we're gonna let the fingers drop towards the floor. Same idea, pull them back towards you. And then letting that hand relax, massage from the elbow to the wrist. So you can come all the way up to the elbow, go along the forearm, or maybe you're just targeting the wrist. Just depends on where you need that openness to happen. Massaging the top of the hand, the pinky side of the hand, the thumb area between the pointer finger and thumb, and then flip it over, get to the open palm, and into each finger. Hopefully you feel a little sensation happening there. You can feel the blood flow, feel the movement of the blood through the joints. And then when you're done with that right hand, clench into a fist and then reopen. Clench into a fist and reopen a couple of times. And then give it a little shake off. We'll go to the left side. The left fingers draw high, right fingertips are going to bring them back towards you. And then we're going to let the fingers drop to the floor, draw back towards you again. Letting that hand relax, massaging the elbow down to the wrist, or maybe you're just going to the wrist and to the top of the hand. So whatever feels okay for you. Take a moment just to kind of engage those spots, those areas on the hand, getting into the joints, flipping the palm over to get to the open palm, and then eventually into each finger. And again, hopefully you feel the blood flow happening. Some sensation happening in each joint. Good. And then again, on that left side, clench it into a fist and release a couple of times. And then we'll shake both hands off. So we've done this one quite a few times. So joining the fingers in front of you, flip the hands. If you can, let the arms go straight. If you need a bend to them, no worries. It's kind of like, ideally you're pushing the hands far enough away, you feel that stretch through the fingertips. As you even take the arms high, let those shoulders relax from the ears. We'll come forward. Flip so your palms are together, but the thumbs up towards the ceiling, and then open the arms out. Let those fingertips try and reach each other behind. We're going to come forward again, join the fingers, flip, get it stretched into those fingers, kind of that back idea of the fingertip. Good, reaching up, and then forward. Let's bring the palms together again. Rotate those arms as far back as you can. One more. Flip. Get a stretch for the fingertips or for the fingers, and then reach high. We'll come forward again with the palms together, and then let those fingertips kind of lead the way to open the heart, go as far back as you can, and let that go. Shake it off. Let's do some legs. So if you have a strap, great, we're gonna place it underneath the right foot. If you don't have a strap, you can use your hand, or maybe you have a long scarf or some fabric or one of those rubber bands. Sometimes we have those from physical therapy, or so push through that right heel and then let that right leg go out and back in. So let it go as far to the right as it will, and then back in. You're pushing through that heel and rooting down on that left foot, so that side isn't moving at all. That knee's not dropping out or in. It stays as steady as it can. Your left hand, you can hold your chair to kind of keep your spine straight. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to come back to center and find some little lifts up towards the ceiling. Little lifts. Push through the heel. Maybe if you have the strap, you can use the strap a little bit to help you guide that leg up. If you're using your hands, maybe you have both hands behind the thigh, helping you lift that up. Depends on what prop you have. But ideally, that's getting into the quad. Okay, let's pause. And then we're going to come into half of a happy baby. So if you have the strap, Bring the knee and the elbow out to the right and then push out through the heel to take the arm and leg straight. If you're using your hands, then maybe you use both hands or maybe just one, taking that knee as far back to the right again as you can. Looking to kind of open that right hip, getting into the inner thigh. Okay, now we're gonna take the ankle on top. If that doesn't work for you, you can, if you have some sort of block or a heavy book, you can place that to the inside and put the ankle that way. So for this pose, there's a little bit of alignment work that needs to happen. Make sure that your left foot is straight down from the knee, and then your right toes draw towards your right knee. Hopefully that gets you some engagement on that right side, the right hip. Trying to find equal weight on the sits bones. I know it's hard sometimes. There might be more weight on one than the other, but just trying to find that equalness. If you want any more to the stretch, you can place your hands to the leg, and it's the heart that's coming forward. So watch it, you're not rounding the shoulders or dropping the head. Make sure you're breathing wherever you are. If you've come forward a little bit, start to lean back into the chair. Good. We're gonna walk that left foot a little bit to the center and then let your right leg cross over. So again, if this doesn't work, you can place the block to the inside or just wait and we'll all catch up here again. So this is the seated eagle pose. With the right leg over the left arm then swings on top of the right. If you can't get to that point where the elbows stack and then bring the forearms together and palms together, if not, there's a million different variations for your arms. Or draw your core in and lift your heart up. Draw the belly in, right? That helps protect the low back. So elbows and knees don't have to touch as you come forward. Maybe there's space, and that's totally fine. The breath is more important than anything else. Making sure that you're going only as far as that feels comfortable for your low back, for your belly. Inhale up, exhale it down. Good, let's do one more. Inhale all the way up and exhale. Elbows and knees come towards each other. We're gonna unwind everything. Slowly take the arms apart, let the legs come across, or uncross, I mean, shake it off. And then we'll take the strap to the left foot. Bring that right leg into alignment and then push out and back. So again, there's some core engagement even here. Maybe your right hand holds that side of the chair to help keep your body from moving around too much. That right foot roots down so that knee is not moving. Pushing through that left heel so you're engaging as much muscle as you can, the quadricep, the inner thigh. Okay, let's do two more. And then back to center. Again, little lifts up towards the ceiling. Push down with that right foot and let that left leg go as high as it will. So maybe you're using your hands. That way you're really feeling that quad. And then let's pause. Bring your hand a little closer to your foot, or your hands are behind the thigh for half of a happy baby. Take it out to the left and then push back out. Knee bends, elbow bends, and then go straight out. Again, maybe your right hand's holding the chair just to kind of keep you from leaning too far to the right. Keeping the spine straight if you can. And then we're going to bring that ankle on top. So again, you use a block or a book or something that has a little bit of height. Walk that right foot to be right down from the knee. The ankle down from the knee. Good. And then the left toes draw towards the left knee. So again, you can stay right here, or you can start to take your heart forward. That just kind of lets that left side drop a little bit more, increasing the stretch. Trying to find some equal weight on the sits bone, so you're not, all the weight's not on that left side or on the right side, just depends on which side you favor. Couple rounds of breath, letting the hip open and relax. And then slowly start to lean back into the chair, walk that right foot into the left a little bit to the center line, letting the leg cross. Again, trying to find equal weight, shift around a little bit if you need to find evenness in the sits bone. Let the arms extend out. Now the right arm is going to come on top of the left. So you can hold on here and let your heart go up and down that way, or you can start to bring the arms into equal arms. Draw the belly in, engage your core, lift the heart up, and then exhale, elbows and knees drop towards each other. And again, you don't need to find contact. Inhale up, exhale it down. Inhale up, exhale down. Couple more. A lot of breath here. Good, we'll do one more. Lift the heart up, and then the elbow and knees come towards you. Back to the center. Unwind. You can move the strap aside. Good, give it a little shake off. And then we're gonna take the right leg back out in front of us. So draw the toes towards you and then push those toes away. So when your toes are drawing towards you, hopefully you feel that in the calf. And then when you point the toes away, hopefully you feel a little stretch in the shin. And then let's come into some circles. Rotate the ankle around, some big circles. Go the opposite direction. And then holding the leg and foot still, turn the whole leg and foot to one side and then turn it to the other. So you're trying to work that inner thigh, the knee comes with you, it's the whole leg shift. Turn to one side and then to the other. Core sometimes gets involved in this. Hopefully you're breathing through it. Good, and then we're gonna stop, hold the leg and foot still, just try to get the right toes to wiggle and move. The foot stays as still as you can allow it to be, wiggle, spread those toes out, and then let's bring that foot to the floor. Left side, point the toes towards you and then point the toes away. Nice and slow so you do feel that stretch happening. Go too fast and just kind of, you still hopefully feel the stretch, but it's just a little bit shorter.
Might be Kirk. This might be Kirk.
Good, and then now we're gonna go through some circles. So let the ankle roll around. And then reverse the direction. Good, and then the leg and foot pause, turning the toes to the right and then turning to the left. So again, it's just that whole leg shifting and moving. Right, and root that right foot down. So that side of the body's not moving at all. It's just that left leg. The knee, working that inner thigh. Rotation. Good, and then back to center. Holding the leg and foot still to move just the left toe. See if you can spread them out a little bit. Wiggle the toes, pop them, crack them. And then foot comes to the floor. So for the next pose, you may want to hold on to the side of the chair. That may help keep your ribs lifting off the waistline, keep the spine resting against the back of the chair if you like. We're gonna bring that right knee in towards the chest and we're gonna push out. There's the exhale. Inhale in, exhale out. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good. Bring that foot to the floor. We're going to go to the left side. Bring it in. Exhale out. Exhale out. Trying to keep it lifted. 2 more. Good. Now, we're going to bring that right knee in, tap out to the side, bring it back and down, and then go to the left. Up, out, tap, up, and down. So again, you can hold on to the chair so you're not swinging the rest of the body around too much, trying to let that knee go out as far as it will, and then back in. This helps us get ready for tree pose, right? Up, out, tap, up, in, and down. Keep your core engaged. Make sure you're breathing. Good. And then let's come back to center. So we're gonna do, I wish I could,
Shopping.
never mind. It's a little too hard not to do it without being able to see everything.
Anything else?
So come forward in your chair with your feet came forward also, so there's right down from the knees. We're gonna put the hands together and come up to stand. So if you need to use your hands to the chair to help you, no problem. You have that support, or your hands can come strong. So we're gonna root down with the feet and lift up to the heart. Come up. Good, and then to the feet. Pause for just a moment. Root down with the feet, lift up with the heart, come all the way up. Good, and then take a seat again. Third time we'll pop up and then we'll stay standing. So again, root your feet down, maybe push the hands strong together and come up. Nicely done. All right, so I'm just gonna move my chair back a little bit, but if you you can move your chair forward just so you can see what I'm doing. So if you have a mat, we'll take your heels to the edge. If you don't, just, we're gonna be about 2 feet apart at some point. So getting into some leg warm-ups here. Bend your knees, let your right heel come out in front, and then we're gonna take the heart forward. Keep the right toes drawn up towards you. Keep those toes active so that really gets into your hamstring there. Draw the belly in and get your core to come up. Let your right foot come to the floor now. So here's where you want a little distance between your feet. So my feet aren't stacked either. There's room so your hips remain square. Both feet root down, both legs are straight. Let your heart start to come forward and down. And then engage your core again to slowly lift the heart up. Shift your weight to that right foot. Turn your left toes under. So with this, you're stretching the top of the foot, and then maybe it's a little wiggle side to side, maybe little circles. And then let that go. We're gonna come to the second side then. So if you have your mat, maybe taking your heels to the edge. We're gonna bend the knees, left leg comes out in front. Left heel, left toes draw up towards you, the left leg is straight, the right knee has that bend to it. So this gets into the hamstring and calf a little bit deeper on that front leg. Good, now draw the belly in, slowly start to come up. Bring that left foot flat. Maybe the toes are touching the front edge of your mat. Hips are a little bit, so they're square, so you're not stacking the feet, you've got some distance. Come forward and then down, and again, that gets a little bit deeper stretch hamstring calf. Draw the belly in again to protect your low back as you come up. Shift the weight to your left. Turn the right toes under. So first is just a stretch for the top of the foot, and then maybe you wiggle a little side to side. Good. Shake it off. So we're going to come into an IT band stretch, and it's a big side body stretch. But let your right foot step into place. Your right leg and hand is next to the back of your chair, so you have that support. The left leg then crosses over the right. So I'll turn just so you can see that a little bit better. Left leg crosses over the right. Keep your hips square, so you're not turning at all. You're staying square, and then slowly start to come down. So I'm just pretending my chair is there, but hold on to it. Let your heart start to come forward. You've got that rooting down at both feet. Now draw your belly, slowly start to come up. We're gonna take the left arm high. Here, I'm gonna step back just a little bit so you can see. Let your left arm come high and fold over the chair. So you're not turning, again, you're not twisting, you're just going up and over to get a big stretch on that left side body. If you want a little bit more to the pose, your right hand can come and grab your left wrist and bring it up and over even more. And again, watch that you're not twisting and you've got that weight in both feet. And then slowly, slowly start to come up. Release the arms, uncross the legs, give a little shake off, and then we'll go to the second side. So left hand, left leg is next to the chair. Let your right leg cross over the left. And again, you're not twisting the hips at all, you're staying square. And then root down through both feet, start to come forward. Draw the belly in, engage your core to come all the way up. Let the right arm extend high. And again, find that rooting down of both feet so you can really extend that right side body as you reach up and over. Maybe the left hand grabs the right wrist and brings you up and over even more. Be aware of where your neck is. Just not letting that chin drop in towards the chest. Be looking straight ahead. And then arms come up, uncross the legs, give a little shake off. And then let's take a down dog. I'm gonna move my chair here a little bit. I think I need to adjust this a little bit too. So down dog, hold the back of the chair and stretch all the way back. So your feet hopefully are in alignment, meaning that they're right down, your feet are right down from your hips. Your spine is kind of straight. If you want to, you can move it up and down for some cat-cow, maybe a little hip shifting for side to side. And then we're gonna come into warrior one. So right foot comes forward. Turn those left toes a little bit. We're gonna keep the hips square to the chair and maybe holding the chair if you need to for balance, or your arms are reaching up for this. They can be in prayer or they're reaching high. Just depends what is right for you. That front knee has that soft bend, and watch the knees not dropping in or too far out. It's right on top of the ankle. And then let's take down dog. Hold the back of the chair, stretch back. And then warrior one, second side. Left foot comes towards the left side of the chair. Right toes turn out a little bit. That has the front knee has that soft bend. And then your hips are square to the chair, letting the arms reach up and over. And then maybe noticing where the neck is. Hopefully it's not pulling too far forward. Try and bring it back into right in between the arms if your arms are up over the shoulders. Good, down dog, hold the back of the chair. Walk your feet back, give a nice stretch. And again, maybe you want to move the spine up and down or shift the hips side to side. You can even pedal the feet a little bit. Warrior two. So right foot comes forward towards that right leg of the chair. Left toes are going to turn a little bit more. So you can let your arms extend out. Your hips kind of turn to the left. The arms find that extension and reach. So you're looking either in line with your gaze is in line with your torso, or you can be looking over the right fingertips. So a couple of things to watch for is that knees right in alignment on top of the ankle, and that you're not pulling the heart forward too much. Try and bring those shoulders over the hips. Down dog. Hold on to the chair, stretch it back. And again, it can be a little shifting up and down, or you're just stretching through the arms. Look to the back of the chair, warrior two, second side. So left foot comes forward, right toes are going to turn out a little bit more. So your torso's kind of turning to the right, and your arms find that extension and reach. Left knee has that soft bend, and you're rooting down through the feet. Downward facing dog. Hold the chair, stretch it back. So crescent lunge, right foot comes forward. We're gonna stay up on those left toes. So you can keep your heel pointing back, or maybe you rotate the heel up towards the ceiling. Right knee keeps that soft bend. Hold on to the chair if you need to, because this is a bigger balancing challenge. But hopefully you're feeling that stretch on that back leg. Hands can be to the hips, maybe one hand to the chair if you need it for balance, or you're taking the arms overhead. Down dog. When you're ready, hold the chair, stretch it back. Second side, we're going to come into crescent lunge with the left foot coming forward now. So again, you're on those right toes. Heel can be pointing back, or rotate that heel up. Keep that soft bend, trying to keep the shoulders over the hips. Hands can be to the chair, or you're taking them overhead. Hopefully that's getting a good stretch on that right leg, the back leg. And then slowly, slowly start to walk up towards the chair. Give it a little shake off. So if you want to stand right behind the chair, I'm just turning a little bit so you can see. We're gonna widen the feet. Looking at the heels just to make sure that they're in alignment. And then coming down, think about your knees coming outward. So they're not dropping in towards each other. They're trying to go out and then back up. Go out and back up. Keeping the soles of the feet to the floor if you can. If they're lifting a little bit, that's no problem, or you can just stop short, like where you feel like your feet have to lift up, stop that, and then come back up. We can add some arms. Bring those shoulder blades towards each other down the back as you bring the elbows in towards the waistline. Think of those knees drawing out, away from each other. Giving that space for the tailbone to drop down towards the floor, trying to keep the shoulders over the hips. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. All right, shake it off. And we're gonna come into tree pose now. So having the chair be right there for you. We're gonna root down with the right leg and right hand next to the chair. Lift that left knee up. Let it go out a little bit. Place that foot above or below the knee joint, just not to the knee joint. You can even root the tree. Hands can stay to the heart, or maybe you start to take them overhead, and then be aware of where your neck is again. Watch that you're not, the chin's not dropping in towards the chest, you're not looking down to your feet, you're kind of looking ahead. Shoulders relax from the ears, have a smile on your face. This isn't too bad, hopefully.
Smile, we're laughing.
Yeah, that's why,
Good, and then slowly we'll come out from that side. Give a little shake off. I'm gonna take just a sip of water here.
Oh. Take it easy
These
then.
2 carpets make it really difficult to balance.
And then to the left, so the left leg, left hand will be next to the chair. Take Tadasana. Bring that right knee up, let it open a little bit. Place that foot high or low. Hands could be to the heart or overhead. And again, just be aware of the breath. Be aware of how much you're swaying. Hopefully you're rooting down through that left foot. If you fall out of it, come back into it. We'll be here for just a couple more rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, slowly, slowly release that side. You can hold on to the chair for this next pose, or
It's the carpet.
we're gonna do the cocoon butterfly. So it's rounding the spine, draw chin in towards the chest. Maybe you even bend your knees. And then coming to stand, let the heart push open, let the gaze look up towards the ceiling. Maybe the arms draw back. And back into cocoon. So moving through this a couple of times with your breath. Think of your core, really engaging your belly in as you move through both the cocoon and the butterfly.
Oh.
Let those arms kind of draw back towards each other, look up towards the ceiling as far as that feels comfortable. And do one more round, wherever you are. Curl in. And open it up. Nice. Give it a little shake off. And we'll come back to the chair. So carefully, if you need to, move your chair in any position, taking a seat. We're going to do a little extended meditation this afternoon. So taking a moment to find that comfortable seat again. With the feet in alignment, both sits bones in the chair. Maybe you're resting your spine against the back of the chair, lifting ribs from the waistline, shoulders lift up, back and down, and then even bringing the sides of the neck back a little bit. Allow for a deep breath in and a long breath out. So maybe you're resting your hands in the lap, maybe the palms are on top of each other. They could be to the side, and just whatever feels natural for you. Allowing no pressure anywhere in the body. And then slowly start to close your eyes. Relax and let go of any tension or stress you may be holding in your feet and your ankles. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let go of tension or stress you may be holding in the shins and the calves and the knees. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let go of tension or stress you may be holding in the hamstrings and the quads and the hips. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let go of tension or stress you may be holding in the pelvis, in the low back, the low belly, with a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let go of tension or stress you may be holding in the belly and the chest, the upper back, with a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let go of tension or stress you may be holding in the fingers, and the hands, the wrists, with a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let go of tension or stress you may be holding in the forearms, elbows, and the upper arms, with a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let go of tension or stress you may be holding in the upper back and the shoulders, the neck, with a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let go of tension or stress you may be holding in the face and the jaw. Letting all of this energy kind of swirl around the head and out the very top of your head, with a deep breath in and a long breath out. Noticing where the body may be still holding tension, release, and breathe. And I invite you to slowly start coming back to this moment, to this breath. Start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, noticing the physical body again. Maybe you start to open your eyes gently, noticing your surroundings. And then with the hands to the side, let's take a full breath in as the arms start to drift up towards the ceiling. And then exhale the breath completely. Take hands to the heart. Thank you everybody for sharing your practice with me and each other this Friday afternoon. The light and divine in me bows to the light and divine within each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Annie.
Thanks everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Tuesday
Yes.
4. Good. You okay?